Did you know that Newark's sewer system is over a century old and built during the Industrial Revolution?
Stormwater and trash pollutions are one of the main issues in our city today. Pollution on a grand scheme is inherently unsafe. It damages everything from our drinking water to our marine animals. The drainage system in Newark has increased the amount of overflow coming from sewage and rain drains combined. When it rains, the outpour of water overflows the sewage, causing flooding and outfall. Pollution from trash and litter, on the other hand, increased public health risks, social and environment injustice, environmental damage, and an increased use of city resources with taxpayers' money. Newark is a historical industrial city with a history of factories, pollution, inciting decades of environmental degradation and health issues for residents. However, Newark is more than just its pollution. Newark is filled with community and hardworking people who yearn for a cleaner environment. But in more detailed terms, how did Newark come to have a stormwater and trash pollution problem?
To look at how Newark got here, we have to look back in time at how the city was built and what was ignored. Newark's sewage and stormwater system was built in the late 1800s to early 1900s during a period of industrialization and urban development. Newark uses a combined sewer system, which means one pipe is utilized for both sewage and rainwater. With the sewage system being built over a century ago, the benefits that was previously held don't uphold with a bigger Newark. Today, the sewage systems are constantly getting overflowed with the heavy downpour of sewage from an increasing population and rainwater. The raw sewage mixes with the rainwater, overflows into the Passaic River, Newark Bay, and our very own oceans. While some of the combined overflow goes into the treatment plant, the rest gets overflowed into various bodies of water, such as the ocean and the nearby Passaic River. During excessive amounts of rainfall, the excess water is relieved via the Newark outfall pipes, which dump untreated and partially treated sewage mixed with rainwater into the Passaic River in Newark Bay. Newark is a very urban-dense area with concrete and pavement covering most areas. That means that rainwater has nowhere to go. It has no soil or ground that can soak it up. Instead, rainwater rushes to the storm drains all at once, overwhelming the system, causing sewage overflow, carrying trash and toxins with it. Newark's urban setting doesn't just affect its sewer system, it affects its trash management and pollution. Littering in Newark streets, plastic bags, cigarettes, construction materials, and food wrappers are all unfortunately common in the streets of Newark. The heavy littering leads to mass amounts of trash being pulled into storm drains, clogging Newark drains and causing flooding. Much of that same trash gets overflowed into Newark's nearby waterways, affecting wildlife, water quality, and public health. Contrary to popular belief, this problem doesn't affect everyone equally. Low-income and black and brown communities are hit the hardest because of the environmental injustice. But what is environmental injustice? Environmental injustice refers to the unfair exposure of marginalized communities based on race or socio-economic status to environmental hazards and/or harms. Newark is made up of Black and Hispanic Latino communities. Many of its residents live in low-income neighborhoods, and it's not a coincidence that these same neighborhoods are the ones that face the uglier end of the pollution spectrum. Many of Newark's low-income neighborhoods are built next to outfall pipes, highways, and industrial facilities, with many of the outdated sewage systems not being upgraded in low-income areas. Trash and littering, especially in these sections like the Ironbound and South wards of Newark, are seen at greater levels than those in wealthier sections of Newark. To overcome this problem, we have to update and change the sewage system currently in place in Newark. Instead of a double-layer multi-purpose pipe, we advocate for separate pipes that will individually carry stormwater and sewage. To increase the amount of water that can be soaked up naturally, green spaces would be an excellent choice. By increasing green spaces and soil, we aim to lessen the amount of water which can potentially overflow pipes. For pollution as a whole, the city has to come together to heavily enforce littering laws and trash collection in all wards of Newark.
First question, what are the causes of stormwater outflow? And this is primarily rain events. So like any kind of storm or just your typical rain event creates stormwater. And that stormwater will flow into these stormwater drains and usually are just discharged to natural waterways. Now, this is tricky because climate change is making these rain events more extreme, meaning that they're happening more frequently. The intensity, the amount of water that's coming